What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're checking out the sequel to Bomber Crew, which is a sci-fi game called Space Crew. So they've taken the game. If you played the previous game, you will know that I think you were on like a, I don't remember what the plane was, like a Lancaster or something. I don't remember what the plane was, but anyways, you were on a World War II plane and you had like a bomber crew and you had different guys that were gunners and pilots and engineers, and you had to move them around in between various stations while at the same time choosing your altitude and your height and dropping bombs and all that kind of stuff. And so anyways, this is the sequel to that game. This is a very exclusive demo to the sequel. I wasn't allowed to show you this until just recently. So anyways, pay attention to this down here. This is just a demo. It's like a proof of concept that they're working on the game right now. It's in development, and this alpha demo is not going to accurately represent the final quality of the game. So if there's any issues, they may not be found within the final version of the game. We hope you enjoy this early look at Space Crew, and we're looking forward to seeing you on board in September. So anyways, let's check out the demo. Let's see what the game's got on hold for us. I was a big fan of Bomber Crew. Like, I loved it. I've played Bomber Crew, but it's one of those late night. Bomber Crew is an odd game in that it's like super intense, but like I could also really relax while playing it. And so it was one of those games that I remember fondly as being kind of like a 2 in the morning game. Anyways, let's start the demo off here and we'll see what we've got in store for us. Welcome to Athena Station. We have a mission that needs your immediate attention. It appears a module in a comms array by the moon is malfunctioning. We're not expecting any complications. This will serve as the perfect opportunity to go over some basic training. Alright, sounds good. We need you to go and retrieve the module, repair it on your ship, and then deposit it back into the comms array. Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. So we have our captain right here. It looks like we have a comms engineer right there. So that's Nava. We've got Tal, who appears to be engineering, possibly. Maybe, yeah, there's a wrench right there, so I assume engineering. Rue is our pilot. That's our comms. That's our engineer. That person is maybe Kovlenko, is possibly security. He's got like a little sheriff star right there, so I don't know if he's maybe security or what he's supposed to be. And then we have Surmaglau, and we have also Vela, who apparently are gunners. We have a tail gunner, and we have one side gunner right here. So we're going to have to pick what side we want one of our gunners to be on. The other option is maybe we could pick up a third gunner. It looks like we're also going to have somebody operating maybe a tractor beam over here. There's a little magnet on this side, too. Looks like we have a sick bay on that side, which makes sense. There was a med bay in the last game, too. Looks like there's a rifle inside of the cabinet right there that could possibly be picked up by somebody. But here's our pilot. It wants us to get on into the tutorial, so I'm going to oblige before he gets too grumpy with me. Let's go ahead and launch and take off. It's called the Chum Bucket. Absolutely, that's a nerve-wracking name for a spacecraft, I'll be honest with you. We can right-click, deselect him, and here we are. We are in space, flying away right now. Can I rotate or anything like that? It looks like I can, in fact, rotate the camera whatever direction I want, so that's pretty sweet. While zoomed out, yep, there it is right there. We can just kind of, zoom around. I do like the three-space view that we can get on the ship that really gives you like a sense of scale and where everything's at when it comes to the planets and whatnot. That's pretty cool. We have tagging mode. This existed in the previous game. It's basically how you designate targets for your gunners and how you mark points of interest and things of that nature. Yeah, so it wants me to target a jump gate right there. Oh, there it is. Yep, we're going to the jump gate. So when we tag a waypoint, your captain will pilot the ship towards it. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go, amigo. Our ship is kind of okay. Like, it looks a little bit like an old VCR or something. Like, it looks like a gaming console from, like, the PS3 generation is what it looks like. But I can live with that for right. Maybe there'll be more stylish models as we get further into the game. Something's got a few more edges and curves, and it's got kind of like that Mercedes-Benz feeling to it. We can go into fast-forward mode by hitting tab right here, so off we go. It appears as though we have, in fact, accelerated time because this is the future, and we control all things, even the clocks, the peskiest of devices, according to Einstein. All right, jump gate, let's do our thing here. And it wants me to charge the hyper jump. Okay, let's go for it. Let's charge up that slam drive. Let's get it moving. We're charged for the hyper jump, and so now we hit engage, and it looks like all devices power down while we're preparing to enter on into the warp, so that's a good thing to kind of take mental notice of. We are at the moon. We're whalers on the moon. Looks like we've got some uninvited guests. Our scanners are picking up incoming phasmid activity at your location. We are uncertain how many are on their way, so make sure your weapon stations are manned. Okay. So we can go ahead and we can take this engineer right here, and yeah, let's put him on that other gun. I think that's a really, really good idea. I was kind of thinking the same thing. All right. And so we've got our security officer. Security officer, what do you want to do? Oh, there's a front weapon station right there, too. I didn't even see it. Okay. So we actually have, like, 360-degree targeting. That's good. All right. So let's go to tagging mode. It looks like the enemy is kind of down that way. Those look closer. It looked like those were moving up on me faster. And then these guys down here, we need to get them tagged, too. Just so we can put some rounds on them. All right. So fire away. Shields are taking hits right now. It looks like we're definitely giving a little bit of a hurting right there. I do like the way that the camera decided to pan over to the top of the craft. Let's go ahead and take it out of that mode right there. 100 XP right there for that kill. Very nice. Keep on going, Phasmids. You're about to get some. You on the wrong moon right now. You're at the wrong moon at the moment. I am the protectorate of Earth. The destroyer of the extraterrestrial. The purger of the Xenos. Good work. That looks like the last of them. Let's repair the probe and let's get back to base. Are they the ones that broke the probe? All right, so the comms array is over there. We'll go ahead and flag that up. All right. And the comms array has been flagged. We're moving on over there. We can speed it on up. I don't see a reason to take it slow. Is that loot on the ground right there? I don't know what that is. There's like a big red box over there. At the communications array. We've got to take our engineer would be my guess. So we've got our engineer right there. And, the engineer's got to control the tractor beam. Gotcha. All right, so we can retrieve. Okay, that's been pulled in. And so now I assume we assign this guy to go in and just kind of like smack it with a wrench a couple of times until it's fully functional. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we go back to the tractor beam station now, and we're going to throw that back on in there. Perfect. Any job that I can do from a lazy boy, man, I need to get on, like, this space crew live, man. I need to join up with Space Force. They're doing everything from, like, the comfort of a gamer chair. I'm about it. All right, so that's been done. Now we just got to return to base. So we got to go back to the Earth Athena Station orbital station. There we go. And so we'll go ahead and trigger that on up. Once we've arrived, we'll go ahead and we'll trigger up a warp jump. We'll charge it. It looks like our shields, nothing else really took too much damage from being tagged by the bad guys. So that's really, really nice. We've ended up kind of, you know, all in one piece. Looks like we can charge from like 200 meters away, so that's really, really nice. All right, well, engage. You've got it. You can't say that with any other authority other than the authority of Patrick Stewart. Engage. Like, you got to say it with that Patrick Stewart voice. All right, and so we're supposed to be landing now, would be my guess. I don't know if they're going to auto-dock. It looks like they are. Okay. I didn't know if they were going to pull in. It was going to have to be something like special that I was going to have to do in order to get them to dock, but it actually seems like the game's control scheme is pretty simple. It's not really that difficult at all. Like, if you've played Bomber Crew, it's basically the identical same game. All right, so the communications array has been prepared. We've gotten 2,000 credits for that, and it looks like we've accumulated a little bit of research. We've returned with the chum bucket completely and totally 100% intact, which I think always bodes well for our command. All right, if you're bringing back like a junker of a ship that's been sawed in half by laser fire, I get the feeling the Admiralty is not going to be stoked with you, but we brought the ship back, so bare minimum, I think that scores us some points with the boss man. All right, so what do we have going on here? We've got different areas we can go to. We've got a separate recruitment station. My recommendation would actually be like we should pick up a new gunner. If we pick up a new weapons officer... Let's see here. This is the recruitment room. New recruits will come here to fill your crew. Yeah. I was thinking like weapons officer is what I was thinking, but maybe we're not able to click anything right here. Yeah, looks like we're not able to grab anything, so I think we might be maxed out on crew. As I recall, Bomber Crew kind of did a similar thing where there was a max amount of crew you could possibly have. I usually made up for it by, like, you could multi-class these guys as you got further on into the game. So once they hit, like, a certain level, they can pick up a subclass, and so, like, your gunner can be an engineer, and your engineer can be a gunner, and so on and so forth, so they can hot swap in between jobs. I usually found it the best idea to convert your engineer over to be a gunner, or you could, like, move a comms officer in Bomber Crew was not a good idea because the comms officer was your navigator, and without your navigator, you got lost really, really easy, but... Alright, so we have the mess hall. It doesn't look like there's anything clickable or interactable in here, although it is still displayed in the same attractive way that the previous game was. We can look at our crew, and we can gear them if we wanted to. I don't know how much of this is going to have been implemented into the demo as of right now, but anyways... all of your crewmen can have, like, different gear that you can put on them right here. It was the same way in Bomber Crew. This will give them different bonuses to different things. And so, like, in Bomber Crew, I'm going back to Bomber Crew here. In Bomber Crew, there was definitely, like, gear that was better for surviving if you were going to crash. There was gear that increased your ability to, like, hold your breath, basically, because everybody had oxygen tanks. There was gear that made you super armored so that when bullets went through the fuselage and hit people, it didn't, like, insta-down them and stuff like that. There's lots and lots of options, and I assume that this game is probably going to conduct itself similarly. Apparently, this is improved equipment right here. So that looks like it'll give us a little bit of oxygen, and it'll give us a little bit of radioactive protection. And then on top of that, it looks like our speed increases as well. It's $1,000 to equip everybody. Let's take a look at the ship first, because I found that the ship upgrades were actually the most forward-facing. It's kind of a noob trap in Bomber Crew to put a lot of gear on your characters and spend all your money on that because it doesn't matter that much. What you really want to spend all your money on in Bomber Crew, I can't say it's the same thing here, is your ship. You wanted to put loads and loads and loads of money into your ship. Because if your ship stays in the sky, you don't really have to worry about the crewmen. So it looks like we've got different platings that we can put on right here. As far as our systems go, it looks like we've got a Mark II shield right there. We've also got a fast charge Mark I. I'm going to put a Mark II shield on there. That sounds like a really, really good idea. That's increased our shield capacity by about... Oh, it looks like it recharges a little faster then, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I'm down with the recharge speed, I guess. I was hoping we get a little bit more capacity. I don't know if that's resistance, capacity, and recharge. If that's capacity, then yes. We just increased the capacity of our HP of our ship by like 30%, which is great. We have an efficient reactor over here. While not particularly well armored, this reactor provides a lot of power output. We've got this one right here. It's an armored reactor. It doesn't provide a lot of power, but it is tough. And then we've got an improved ship reactor. It actually still gives us a lot more than the balanced reactor. Well, I guess it's the same amount as the balanced reactor. Okay. And then we've got a gravity generator. I'm assuming that the gravity going out is a really, really bad idea. But you know what's an even worse idea? The oxygen going out. So let's maybe, spend some money on that. If there's any cool cannons or anything we can get our hands on, I would love to have some cannons. Let's see here. We've got ourselves an auto cannon. A kinetic Mark II firearm. Okay. We got a plasma cannon plus auto cannon. It's like a combo. It's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. We've got a railgun. It's slow firing, high damage kinetic weapon that magnetically accelerates projectiles to extremely high speeds, but not relativistic speeds, all right? If you're accelerating things to relativistic speeds, that's how you rip wormholes in the universe and stuff. I think we're probably... It looks like we've got a clean distribution of projectile weapons versus energy weapons, so I'm going to leave it how it is. We've got our engines over here. I guess low-performance engine designated for safety. It's got less armor, but it's a little bit faster. Okay. It also looks like a coffin from the old Star Trek movies, which worries me. A low-performance engine designated for safety allows moderative evasiveness. It is not very well armored. Okay. Oh, we can swap out both of the engines. That's kind of sweet. Escape pods. I'm not super planning on needing those. I feel like if the first thing you upgrade is the escape pods on your ship, that's got to be some kind of, like, aeronautical bad luck. That's just my thinking. Phase rifle spacesuit. Fire extinguisher we already have. Med kits and spacesuits. Okay, looks like we're good. And then with our livery, we can add stuff if we wanted to. This game actually, the first one allowed you a lot of freedom in what you could do and what you could import to put on the side of your ship, which was pretty hilarious. But yeah, we've got about 2,000 bucks left. I don't know what to spend it on. Like I do feel as though we've already got Mark II autocannons everywhere, so why go too crazy with stuff? I mean, I guess we could swap these out for the plat. We could get the combo right there, where it's like integrated and you get both guns. You've got an autocannon and you've also got a plasma. Like, might be okay. Like, it can swap in between what it needs. I assume that, like, what'll happen here is you can see it swapping the barrels right there. I assume what's going to happen is the gunners will swap depending on whether or not they're targeting... like, shields or whether they're targeting hull. All right, so we got a rescue and astronomer now. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it, Chief. Oh, there's bounties, too, for Vorb Kib. Apparently, Vorb Kib is kind of a badass, though. We'll go after him a little bit later once we feel better about our mission performance. Boot, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. So, I have bad news, chat. I dove down... We've received classified information that an empty enemy champion Vorb Kib is on this. Is he on this mission? Where is he? I don't know. Either way, let's go. I have bad news, chat. I've gotten into Prague the last week. Prague Rock. And I started out with King Crimson. And now I'm on Gentle Giant. And I'm down the rabbit hole right now, man. I am down the rabbit hole, and I am smoking way more weed than I normally smoke. All right? It's like something about you start listening to King Crimson, then you're like, where did that vape pen go? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know why. Fastest route or the safest route? Let's go safe route. My job is to prioritize the safety of my crew here as captain. I mean, I don't see a reason to risk these things. All right, let's take it on up here. We'll take the safe route on out there. Charge a hyper jump. Fully charged and ready for hyper jump. Before you hyper jump, let's run through how the ship's reactor works. So, we have our engineer here. This is the engineer station panel. From here, you can modify reactor output to the ship's different systems. Shields, weapons, engines, gravity, so on and so forth. We're charging for hyper jump. 4 units of power will be diverted and locked to the engines. Okay. Until it is upgraded, the reactor really only has 4 units of power, so currently all the reactor power is being used to charge the hyper jump. Notice your energy weapons are showing that they do not have any power to operate. Your gravity generator and shield recharger are also without power. After you complete your hyper jump, reactor output will be returned to the previously set balance and everything will be operational again. Well, let's engage. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and I think The Court of the Crimson King might be the best album I've ever heard in my life. Like, it kind of blew my mind last night. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as possible, or as much as I did. But I listened to the whole thing from front to back in like one binge session and then listened to it again. And that's usually a pretty good sign for a musical album. Oh, we have enemies coming. Okay, well, gunners, get to your station, do your thing. You go over there. I would like for you to be in that front station right there, please. And let's just kind of unload on these dudes as necessary. Shields are taking a little bit of a scuffing. Rear shields are indeed down. Tail gunner's going to need to really start landing some hits if we want to start being successful here. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of time to allow the shields to recharge. There's another one down right there. We can't really take too much damage to the booty hole. The booty hole of the ship is like banged out right now. Is that guy, what is he? Hey. Yeah, fire on him, fire on him. You can see him. Starboard shields are down. Oh my goodness, there's another one over here. I think we already got him. Just keep all the fire possible. Armor appears to be holding, so I think we're okay. There you go, there you go, there you go. Keep a little bit of fire on him for me. Keep a little bit of fire. Okay, we got more enemies coming in. They're coming in from the port side. Oh, dude, that guy's right in front of us, too. Just hanging out dead center. Man doesn't care about his safety. Yikes. Oh, my God in heaven. You guys are flagged up, right? You guys should definitely be flagged up. We've got accuracy right here. We can switch weapons. Don't really need to switch weapons just yet. It's getting a little hot. I thought this was the safe route, too. Man, if this was the safe route, I would hate to see what the dangerous route looks like. Come on. Shoot, get him out of the sky. Come on, gunners. I have full faith in you right now. Do not. There we go. My man. You got to say it like John Bernthal. You go, my man. You got to say it like that. That's the most satisfying way to say it. All right, engineer, I'm going to need you to come back over to the reactor. And then Kovalenko, get back on security. All right. I probably should have overcharged things a little bit. I'm glad we upgraded the shield. Had we not upgraded the shield, I think we would have had issues. Tal, go ahead and jump on into the med bay real fast. I want everybody all healed up while we make it from point A to point B. It looks like they just heal naturally from right there. Where are we going right now? To objective right here. All right. Charge the warp jump. And then you return to your duty station. Oh, we have no gravity. They've actually got to kind of like float around. Interesting. Kovalenko, go ahead and heal up. We don't have any more enemies in the vicinity, so I think now would be a really, really good time to make sure that everybody's health is all taken care of. We are under attack right now. Where we are under attack from? There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, apparently we are under attack. I need everybody to return to their duty stations. I was trying to heal everybody up, but it looks like there's a hard timer on healing people up. It looks like you get attacked again if you stay stationary too long in the same system. All right, well, continue firing. I mean, XP is XP. I think this does offer us a really, really interesting opportunity. To like farm some XP or something. Can I just give like a, yeah, just, you know what? Just hyper jump for me, would you? Just hyper jump for me real fast. I think a great deal of our weapons are not charged or being used at the moment because I had a hyper jump charged. We have asteroids. Okay. Let's continue that way. I don't know if the asteroids are something that we need to be worried about or if our guys will just automatically avoid them. Kovalenko, go ahead and get healed up. We do have enemies coming on in. So we're definitely going to want to take care of that. We're weak to the front right now. We're sort of waiting on Kovalenko to be back in better shape. They actually seem to be having a lot of trouble getting through the shields. Oh no. Okay. Kovalenko. I'm gonna need you on that front station. Make sure everybody's tagged that needs to be. Oh, there's one up above us. Okay. It's a little obnoxious. Dude, we're getting creamed right now. Nobody said this mission was... They said this was the easy mission, man. They're staying in behind me pretty good. I gotta send Vela over here. Like, we're gonna have to do what we have to do, but Vela's beat up. I'm gonna need the engineer. Let's go ahead and charge the hyperdrive. Oh, it might have been a mistake. We do have a fire, but it's isolated back in the airlock, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Vela, get back on the cannon, please. I just need a second. We'll go backup power right there. Give me backup power. Man, these guys are taking a whipping, and they are not going down. Like, we have put a lot of fire on these guys. I don't know if these are second groupings or what. All shields down, engage the warp. Engage the warp. Jump it, jump it, jump it. Okay, give me a minute. Alright, so we got fires in the back. Give me that right there. We'll go ahead and put that on. All right. Yeah, you put that out. Vela's dead. Is she? I don't even know where Vela is. Vela's not in that station right there. Where is Vela? I don't even know where Vela's at. I think Vela didn't make it. I think Vela got, like, sawed in half by gunfire. Yeah, Vela's dead. Feels bad. I couldn't click on Vela, though. I don't know where Vela was supposed to be at. You can't rotate the view while you're inside this, so if they're down behind a wall or something, you're not going to be able to see them. We put out the fire. Go ahead and put that back over there. I don't see any hostiles around. I think we're going to be okay. Maybe. I would love to put some work into the back hull, I guess, but I don't think it's going to work out. We're all out of healing. Most of our gunners are down. We're in a rough spot. We're in a definite rough spot. I guess Sir McGlow, you go ahead and be on the back. They were really hammering us back there. There wasn't really much I could do about it. If they're not, like, if our guns aren't dealing enough damage, our guns aren't dealing enough damage. It definitely seemed like we were getting outpaced in the DPS race. So I probably should have focused on upgrading weapons over everything else. That's okay, though. It's one of those meta things that you don't know when you play something for the first time. It took me a while with Bomber Crew as well, that there was, like, very specific upgrades that were meta upgrades that you had to have in Bomber Crew once you got to a certain spot. Otherwise, you're going to have to hard restart. And so anyways... Or you have to farm for a while in order to get enough money to buy those so that you can continue with, like, the cutting-edge quests, I suppose. Man, back of our craft does not look good right now. It definitely got lasered a little bit. It got a little bit touched by the laser. A little bit diddled by the blaster. Alright, thanks for the rescue. The outpost is about to self-destruct. I'd recommend we escape the... Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's get out of here then. We'll escape the sector quickly then. Alright, that's where we need to be. Can she help out with crew functions, or is she, like, purely useless? Nope, you go back over there. It looks like she's purely useless. Okay, that's fine. No biggie. Evasive piloting, being able to target you, inspirational speech. Sure, why not? Do a motivational speech. Good work, crew. That's a motivational speech if I've ever heard one. Okay, so they're coming up from the rear right here. We do have a tail gunner. Go ahead and give me a gunner over here. Go ahead and give me a gunner over here. This may tickle a little. Do not be alarmed. It may also reduce your component atoms, but I assure you, it is science. Fair enough, man. Sir McGlow, go ahead and give me focus fire, please. Kovalenko, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. All right. Well, just keep the firepower going out. It will target as necessary. Okay, do I have anything I can do? Give me some evasive piloting right now. Yeah, give me a little bit of that. We'll be a tad more evasive right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into attack mode real fast. Fighter is using an unlocked... Oh, nice. My comms guy has... Yeah, fighter support. Fighter support. Call it in. Hell yeah, let's go. I need that. There they are. There's Star Patrol. Bring them in. Yup. We need to back up out here in this fleet space. Mm-hmm. Can't have aliens flying through American space. Hey. Hey, you jerk. What are you doing over on that side right there, pal? There are a lot of extraterrestrials around right now. Well, we killed something, so that's a good start. Do I have anything else I can do right now? Alright, swap to defensive piloting. Kibbs is taking damage right there, so that's good. Go ahead and give me weapon effectiveness. I'm not trying to irradiate anybody right now. How long do I have till I can call in my next performance analysis? Analyze the performance increasing? Yeah, might as well. I see no reason not to analyze our performance. Man, they are coming in from everywhere right now. Oh, he's above us. I don't know how to deal with that. We don't have a turret on top, so we've killed off another one right there. That's probably good. Our oxygen system appears to be busted. All right, where is my NG? Hey, you. Go over there. Fix that. At least the gravity's working good. Yeah, you probably want to fix the oxygen system. It's probably a really, really good idea to get that fixed. But yeah, this is Space Crew. Hope you guys liked it. It is every bit as frenetic and chaotic as Bomber Crew was. I can definitely feel that. All right, you guys go ahead and get back on that gunner station here. The best you possibly can. Fighter support's not going to be up for a little bit. Give me some evasive piloting right there. Go ahead and pull us up out of the way. Force them sort of into a position where they don't want to be. If I have any other fire support... Yeah, go ahead and focus for me. Looks like our shields are slowly coming back online, which means their ability to focus their fire on us has been decreased. So that's really, really good. Man, they are not playing around. Vorb Kib still has a ton of HP left, too. Definitely need better guns. There's no reason he should be up and pull broadsides on us like that. We gotta punish that behavior. That behavior right there is just not okay. But yeah, this is Space Crew. Hope you guys liked it. I was a big fan of their previous game, Bomber Crew, and so I'm glad to see it getting a follow-up. It was one of those things that sort of got stealth dropped on me, too. I had no idea that they were even working on a sequel, and I love sci-fi stuff, so this works for me and fires on pretty much all cylinders. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for being here. This game is due in September. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Check out the Discord. You can also check out my Twitch stream as well, where I'm live pretty much every day of the week. I'll see y'all later. How you doing? Take care, everybody.